Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Layman's Logistics. Today we're going to be taking a look at floor number 8, and we've got all these modifiers. We're going to take a look at it. Let's go ahead and get into this. 5 coins for the start. We're going to go with Cultist to start. Let's go ahead and see where this is going to take us. Again, we're going to go with our trusty bubble. Every time we've gone with the bubble early, it's been good for us, so I'm going to keep going with that. Quick coins, and they disappear quickly, so don't have to worry about them too long. Crabs are really good, so we're going to go ahead and take a crab. If you can get a crab in the first 2 to 3 spins, it's a good sign, in my opinion. We don't have the margin for error here to take the essence capsule as much as I want to. Last time essences went crazy. Let's go ahead and take the pufferfish, I think. Yes, pufferfish is what we want. Birds give 1 more. Shedding season or Ricky the banana. We are early enough in the game. I think we can go with birdhouse because we don't really have an answer on whether or not we're going to get it. Of course, we get banana right away. I think I'm going to take the miner. Go ahead and work on that there. I will also go ahead and take the ore since that seems to be working just fine. We can go ahead and go with a bar of soap. That will get us a lot of bubbles going on multiple times. And then let's go ahead and take a look at... I'm thinking Shiny Pebble here. Shiny Pebble seems to be doing well for us. It's something I overlook very often because it doesn't have much value to it inherently. However, it does boost your overall likelihood to get better symbols, so it's not bad. Rabbits are also good. We have never played with rabbits. Give 5 coins if every symbol is different. This effect ignores blanks. So I think we could do this even if we don't have... I think this will go off even if we do have blanks. No? Okay. I thought ignoring blanks meant it would go off even if we had blanks. The birdhouse does include the magpie. The magpie gives us essentially 5 coins. It'll now give us 6 coins every 4 spins. It's not bad. It's not the best, though. I think we're going to go with the common item. Common items can be really powerful. Like this one, whenever a symbol is skipped, is that what it was? Is added, we'll get a coin. That's actually really good. We'll go ahead and do the golem here. While we're going through these early stages, I do just want to say, again, thank you so much to everybody who's joining the channel. We have had a massive influx of people in both views and people just seeing the videos. So I want to thank you all so much for joining us. And I really appreciate it. So I'm excited to keep creating the content for you guys as we keep going. Let's go ahead and do a rabbit fluff. Since we have the rabbit on the board, we can go ahead and do... We do have them. So the blue pepper is worth it for right now. It still goes off because it calculates it based before the golem went off. So that's good. We're going to go ahead and re-roll that. Re-roll that. We'll take a wealthy capsule. Wealthy capsules are always worth taking. 10 coins is 10 coins. Doesn't matter if you have 1,000,000 or 1. Hex of Tedium. Do we have enough of these to balance it out? We do. 1.1 times likely, 1.3. Okay. Uncommon, rare, very rare. We're getting a decent amount of uncommons. Oh, I don't know what to do here. I think we skip, honestly. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing. I'm kind of watching the reels to see what's coming up and what's not. The light bulb is a good play with what we have on the board. But I'm very interested to see where this goes. We've got another light bulb. These are very good for quick money, but not long-term problems. We'll add an ore. Hopefully that will give us something good. It did not. We do have a higher chance of finding very rares, but it's going to be harder to get rid of them. We do have 287. 150 is what we owed. So now we owe 225 and we have 137 to start. Ancient Lizard Blade gives 40 coins and is destroyed when you spin. Gives 8 less. Wait, hold on. Gives 40 coins and is destroyed when you spin. Gives 8 less for each symbol in your inventory with a quantity of 2 or more. Cannot give less than 0. This effect ignores blanks. Interesting. Destroys itself if there are at least 3 of any of these when destroyed. Give 2 more this game. We're taking this. No questions asked. Destroys itself after 18 spins, gives 3 essences. That's not bad for this early in the game. On rent payment 4, that is valuable. And we're going to make our payment, so I'm okay with that. We can go ahead and skip, I think. And then we will take adoption papers. And we'll go ahead and blast that open. We'll take a void creature, we'll take a crab, and we will skip. Gives 1 every 3 spins. This is actually going to give extra because of our birdhouse. So what this means right here is all of these symbols are going to give +2 now. So these are very valuable. Honestly, very, very valuable. We're going to get a decent amount of money now just from our lucky stones and our ore. Let's go ahead and take a... Oh, this is always a hard decision. We're good on the rent, so we'll take a hustling capsule. As long as you have the rent to give it, a hustling capsule is always worth it. Amethyst coming out is a big play here. You know, let's skip. Go ahead and roll. I'm trying to keep the reels very empty since we've got a very weird run. We will take another cultist because we were not getting any value from them. Now we're at least getting 1 from each. We will skip here. Go ahead and spin again. We'll take the item capsule. We got another pepper. We get 2 whenever we skip. So we're basically getting coins if we add, if we skip, if we do anything. We can go ahead and... Let's go with the tedium capsule. If you have 1 spin left before your rent is due, you may skip your next spin. If you do, at least one of the items to add after paying rent will be rare or better. I want this. So that's a really cool item. And I've never seen it come up in a game, actually, but I knew it existed. But essentially what it does is, if we've got a payment ready to go through, and we've got the money for it already, so say we're at like 400 and we owe 300, we could skip our next spin, so we don't get the revenue from the spin, but we would get whatever, like we would get to pay our rent still. Then after we pay our rent, one of the items up here is going to be a rare item. So that's pretty decent, in my opinion. I don't really know exactly what all the rares are, but I do know that like the telescope and some of those are rare. So that's a really good thing to have. We need something to boost our gems, because right now we have nothing boosting gems, and it's bothering me. We're doing really good. I think we're going to skip here to try out our rare. We'll go ahead and skip. We will now get to pick our essences. So it destroys itself after 5 spins. Our symbols are added. After spin, you add an extra symbol after every spin. This item cannot be disabled. Ooh, that's good. That's good, because we can skip it, I think. It destroys itself after 15 spins, gives 4 each spin. If you have 2 spins left before your rent is due, you may destroy this item and you skip your next 2 spins. If you do, at least one of the items to add after paying rent will be very rare. That is cool, but I think frozen pizza is more realistic, honestly. After 5 symbols are added from these, 2 times more likely to add symbols. This is good. Gives 30 whenever you spend, destroys itself after. I think we're going to go with this. The rare chicken is not what I wanted. It's not what I want. I want the hustling capsule. Getting the quiver is good. It's not what I wanted, though. Like, is it worth it? Yes. Is it what I wanted? No. So I guess we'll take the quiver and hope that we get an arrow. Because right now we don't have an arrow on the board, so it's not really useful. We do need some quick money, though. So we're going to get some symbols on the board, hopefully get some doubles going off on some good ones. 49 is really good. I like to see that. We need to keep up a decent pace here. And this is floor 8 already. We're getting into the harder part of the game. Like, this is where it starts to really matter what you do. Early on, like, we had some failures, but it's because we stalled out. Here, it's like, if you don't put the right things on the board and you're not planning ahead, it'll fail you, and you'll have issues down the line. We will add a lockbox. We'll see if we can get anything from that. 3 cultists on the board. They're all now worth 3. Cultists really do a good job of ramping up, honestly. I would love to get a cultist build going, but we just haven't seen them enough to be able to do it. Farmer makes all of these give 2 times more. Do we have any of those for him to do that for? Not enough for me to care. We are going to take that. We are not... Oh, do we want to skip again? I think we skip again. That might be stupid. I may have just doomed our run. But I think we have an idea here. Destroy itself after 4 spirits are destroyed. Become spirits when they destroy. Destroys after self. I think we're going to take adoption papers. We're going to take... Okay, so I think this actually stacks with our other quiver. So that's a really good one. If we can get an arrow here, that'll be really good. This is really good. Destroys itself after 6 are removed. If we can remove those, that'll be really good. Gives 30 if at least 3 symbols are the same and not blank. Destroys itself afterwards. We will take that. That's free money. It really wants us to take that. I will take another emerald, though, because we already had an emerald. Do we have an egg? I don't think we have an egg. No, we have pearls. Pearls look very much like eggs in this game. Our rare item is chicken coop. They're 3 times more likely to add symbols and are 3 times more likely to transform. So this is all eggs. This is all eggs. And this is all eggs. So not really what I wanted. We will take the egg carton, I guess. It's not really what I want to do, but it's something. We'll do an ore, and then we will go ahead and remove an item, and we're going to remove the puffer fish. That will give us the most amount of money, and we also get a reroll from it. We'll take a cultist. Cultists are great. That's 52 on that spin. Okay, this is where it starts to get a little hairy here. We don't want the dwarf. We don't want any of those guys. We're going to go for the bubble. Getting a lot of good synergies here, just not much I can do with them in the meantime. It's kind of just waiting. I don't like that. I don't like feeling like I can't control what's going on the board. I would love to see an item come out that would let us, like, adjust where things are. I honestly don't know if we chance this with a rare or not. We're not that far ahead. Like, we're not far enough ahead to be able to say we're good. This is a much better choice. 93 ahead is good. Essences are good if they have something to build off of. Destroy itself if there are at least 9. Give 1.5 more times. So this is really good if we can get... We've got 4, 5. So we need to get 4 more characters on the board, and then all of our cultists will be worth 1.5 times more, and that's going to stack very quickly. Destroy itself after 3 symbols are added. After a spin, adds 1 quantum symbol bomb. Choose 9 symbols to add that were previously seen after spin but weren't added. The possible symbols are... Oh my goodness, this is so many. Is there anything in here that we really want? Not really. Quantum Bomb is cool, but it's not really what we need. Devil's Deal. Destroys itself if you can't afford your rank. Gives 33 when destroyed. That's just solid good. There's nothing bad about that at all. We'll take a cow. It's kind of hard to turn down a cow ever. Bears give 1.5 times more. If we could get these 2 on separate turns, that would be wonderful. But we don't. So we'll take this just in case we get something that will go with bears. I'm not going to pop it until we actually have the use for bears, though, because right now we don't. And that would be very devastating for our board if we just constantly have bears coming out. Okay, I like seeing voidstones coming out. Emeralds and voidstones are what I want. Eldritch Creature is good. Do we have a use for it? We do not have a use for it. We're gonna have to skip it. I hate to skip it, but I legitimately don't know what it will do. Okay, we'll do the double buffing capsule. That's good that it went off on these guys right here. This cat's going to give a lot. Yeah, 92 right there is really good. We'll take a Voidstone. Voidstone should go off pretty quick. We're going to go ahead and skip that turn. We'll keep going. We're averaging like 50 to 60 per turn. That's good for where we're at. I am a little concerned about what's going to happen once we get down to the wire here, because I really don't know where we're at overall. No, I'm not chancing it. Unless we have like a decent margin of at least 100 above, I'm not skipping. I did it early because we had the ability to keep going, but I'm concerned now that we're not going to have the stamina to keep going if we start skipping too much. So we have an orange, we have a cherry. We could feed her 2. We could do a big ore, which would add 2 items. I think we go with the ore, because we've got the ore on the board already. We will make our cow give extra milk, so hopefully I think that will make it have a 10% chance. Is it 10% or is it at 15? Okay, so it's at 30% now. So it has a 30% chance of going off. That's actually really good for the cow. We can build off of that, actually. Another cultist. We are going to remove some items. We're going to remove the cherry. We don't need the cherry. It's not helping us. It's not doing anything for us right now. The fact that the ores are worth so much by themselves, it makes me really not care if they get broken open. So, like, I really don't mind that it's kind of where it is. We are going to add a beehive. If the beehive breaks open some honey, then we can add some bears and get some stuff going real fast. This is going to double up here. So I think, if I understand correctly, the arrows are now going to point in 4 directions. I don't know if that's how that works. It looks like it only pointed in the 2, but it said, I don't know exactly, but it looked like they were going to point in 4 directions, so that's why I did that. But I'm okay with it pointing in 2. It has a higher chance of going off and actually hitting something. Okay, this needs to be a very big turn, and no, we're not skipping. We don't quite need to hit the 100, we just need to hit close. That's close enough. Are you kidding me? No. No. Did I miscount that? The 33 for the Devil's Deal wasn't enough. Oh, no. I thought that the 33 was going to cover us no matter what. This was a very janky build. Like, I'm not going to lie. 5 cultists, some gems, a beehive, a cow, and a single cat is not what I would call a build. I think that was just poor planning on my part. I probably could have made some better decisions with items. Not skipping turns early on would have made it through here because we would have had extra. Guaranteed we would have made this payment if we did not skip one of those turns. So that's on me. This is all the items that we destroyed. We destroyed 59. You'll notice that almost all of them, except for the big ores, the milk, and the small ores, are all temporary items. Nothing here is designed to stay on the board long term. That's a mistake. So I want to highlight this. The whole way that you win this game, the whole way that you make it work, is not by having symbols on the board constantly, unless you're going for a very particular, like, cultist or gym build. Most of these builds hinge on destroying and adding symbols. We were not destroying symbols enough that with the same amount that we were adding. So that's kind of what happened to us. We only removed 5 symbols. There wasn't that many. So it was a good run. A little disappointing that we couldn't beat level 8. It ruined our streak, but we will try again tomorrow. We'll see if we can beat it. I want to thank you all for making it this far in the video. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're enjoying it. And if there's any other games that you want to see played on the channel, let me know. We will be continuing our backpack hero journey pretty soon. I wanted to pick up some more Luck Be a Landlord first, but I'm hoping to get those kind of alternating pretty soon here, where we're going to have an episode of Luck Be a Landlord and an episode of Backpack Hero coming out every other day. That way there's some varied content on the channel as well, but give you guys something to watch. So with that, remember that overthinking is the meta. I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.